What is up, my ninjas? Shinobi here, bringing you guys another Overwatch video. I've been having a blast playing Overwatch lately, and I've been having a really fun time playing the hero that we're going to talk about in this video, and that is Roadhog, the one-man apocalypse. This hero is a lot of fun, and I feel like a lot of people don't give it enough praise to just how good Roadhog can be in the right hands. In my opinion, I feel like Roadhog is the most well-rounded hero in Overwatch. He can be a force to be reckoned with, and if you don't handle him or counter him, he could literally win games for people. And I'm going to cover in this video some of my thoughts about the hero, talk about the abilities, who he's strong against, weak against, average against, which maps he's good on, and pretty much how to play him. First off, let's start with the basics. Roadhog has a few abilities to his disposal. His left click is a kind of a shotgun close range spray attack that's very strong against the close range. If you get really close to someone, especially someone that's maybe a bigger hero in the game with a bigger hitbox, you'll be able to do a massive amount of damage with this. It's kind of similar to Reaper's guns, how he has that spray in the close range. He has a gun that pretty much switches to be able to let you do more ranged attacks, and this is not very good at close range. However, the way that it works, when you use your right click, it'll shoot out a black cloud, it looks like, and then it will blow up and it will disperse. It's like you're shooting out gunpowder and it blows up mid-air and then splits off and then does a big spray. So it's essentially like the left click that you have, but it's a longer range one, but it's not very good in the close range. If someone's too close to you and you right click to them, you'll pretty much do no damage to them. But if they're at that perfect sweet spot range, that mid range, you can spray a bunch of damage onto them. And it's also good against things like the Reinhardt shield, or for instance the Winston shield, because you can, do a lot of damage with it, because those have huge hitboxes, right? So you're going to shoot with your right click and you're going to spray a whole bunch from far away, and you can put a lot of damage into those shields to take them down quickly. But getting used to the left and right click and when to use which one is something you'll learn pretty quickly, and it's not that difficult, but when you do, you can put out a massive amount of damage. Now, Roadhog's E ability is a very strong one at that. It is a self-heal that you channel on yourself to heal up, and it actually heals for quite a bit. Now, Roadhog is one of the tankiest heroes in the game, with having around 600 health to start off with, and then the heal on top of that heals for quite a bit. This reason and a couple other reasons is why I believe he is such a well-rounded hero, because he doesn't need a healer, he doesn't need damage on his team, he doesn't need a tank on his team. He's essentially a Raiden himself. He can heal himself, do a bunch of damage, have a lot of utility, and be tanky all at the same time. Now, moving on to his bread and butter, his most awesome ability that he has, something that you need to master if you're going to play Roadhog. Get good with this ability, and that would be your shift ability, which is your hook. You throw your hook out and you grab somebody and you pull them in towards you, and then you shoot them with your left click, which is your close range attack, to do a massive amount of damage. This is very, very strong against many heroes in the game, and you can just keep picking people off, picking people off, picking people off. Overall, the cooldowns that you have aren't really that long of cooldowns, so you can keep chaining through these things. Hook somebody, kill somebody, oh, you took some damage, heal back up, hook somebody, kill somebody, rinse and repeat. That's literally what you're going to be doing. Then you have your final ability, which is your ultimate. This will be your Q, and when you use this is actually quite good for many reasons. It doesn't do a massive amount of damage. It's not as high as damage as something like Mercy's ultimate or High Noon or something like that. It's different. It has a little bit of utility to it. Essentially how it works is, you might see it on the screen at some point, but the way that it works is you will start channeling a spray of just all these shots coming out, and the spray does quite a bit of damage. It can really take some squishy characters out quickly. If there is a Reinhardt shield up, you can chew through that shield pretty quickly because you're spraying constantly. And also, more importantly, this is very good because it has a pushback mechanic on it, and you can push people off of cliffs, you can push people back off the payload, so that at the end, if you save your ultimate for the right time and you use that ultimate, you can push them off the payload, win the game just like that. Literally, he could win the game by himself in a situation like that because that ultimate is very strong. Now, with that said, let's go ahead and talk about how to play Roadhog, what your position is as Roadhog, and pretty much when should you pick this guy. Should you pick him all the time and play him on attack when you're going on the payload, on defend, on, you know, the objective maps where you're, you know, taking over a certain objective, you're staying in a certain area? When should you pick him? When's a good time to go with this guy? Because he is a very well-rounded hero, like I said, so you would think, oh, you just pick him all the time. That's not necessarily true. I would say that he's strongest on the maps where you are defending against the payload, because he has that mechanic with his ultimate where he can push people back off of the payload, which is very good. He has a lot of ways of kind of keeping people from coming into your territory. You keep hooking his teammates, you keep taking them out, you have a lot of survivability, you're going to be alive longer than pretty much anybody on your team, especially if you have a healer on your team. You're getting healed, plus you're healing yourself, and you're really tanky. So you just have a really good way of staying in the fight and making sure that they don't push forward on you. Now, you can play him on the attack, but I don't really prefer it. Reinhardt is better in that position, because if you pick Roadhog, then you're going to have a Roadhog and a Reinhardt in that position, because you need a Reinhardt for pushing the payload along and having that shield there. So, I mean, you know, we don't have ranked play yet, so there's nothing that's set in stone. Mess around with him. If you want to play him on whatever mode you want to play on just to get used to him, that's fine. It's all for practice right now. But when ranked play comes out, I do feel like he's going to be stronger on the defend than the attack, and he's definitely the go-to tank for defend, in my opinion. Now, the maps where Roadhog really shines on are the maps that I'm going to name a few of them for you. These are the control maps where you're controlling the checkpoint, and that, you know, you have the ones like Ilios, you have Nijon Tower, and you have Nepal. These are just a few examples of them. You have the map as well. I can't remember the name of it right now, but when there's a big hole in the middle and you want to like take over that part in the middle there, and you can grab people, you can hook them, and you can pull them, and you can drop them into the hole. And that's the next thing I want to get onto on why the hooks are so strong. They're not just strong because you can grab a Pharah out of the sky before she does her ultimate and kill her. He's not just strong because of that, but if you use your territory correctly, if you position yourself correctly, then you can really put a lot of hurting on the other team. You can use your ultimate to knock people off the side of the map or knock them into the big hole, or you can use your hooks to pull people and then they drop right into the hole in the middle, or they drop off the side of the map. That's when he really shines the most. I'll show you a few examples on the screen so you can see kind of what that looks like, but you can have, it's so satisfying when you grab somebody and you pull them off and they just fall down to their death, and it's so satisfying. I love doing it. It's so much fun, and it makes the character just to the next level of fun, pretty much. Now, with that said, I want to talk a little bit more about hooking, because like I said, you know, grabbing them, pulling them off the map, or whatever the case, that's a very strong thing you can do. But another way that you need to play Roadhog is you need to play him as a counter to ultimates in the game. There are many ultimates that you can shut down with your hook. If you see a Reaper come up and he's going to do his die type thing, his ultimate, you can grab him just as he does that if you're quick enough, and he'll it'll cancel it, and you kill the Reaper, and then boom, that's a huge thing. He wasted his ultimate, and now he's dead. Same thing goes for Pharah with her Justice from above, Rains from above, when she goes up into the air and she shoots down. So look for a Pharah to fly up into the air, and if she hasn't used her ultimate in a little while, then she's probably about to do it, so watch for that, grab them. Another one is High Noon from McCree. He's going to use his High Noon. He glows red, and you can hear him say it's High Noon. You can just grab him, and boom, you mess that up, and it's very strong to do. So any of those kind of channeled high damage ultimate abilities are going to be where you want to get those hooks off on them. Even if you're going against like another Roadhog, for instance, and he using his ultimate, you can still cancel it with that because the hook is a stun, essentially. So with all that stuff said, guys, let's go ahead and I'm going to show you a little picture here that I put together, talking a little bit about which heroes Roadhog is strong against, averaged against, and weak against. Now I say average against, and I need to explain that because it's going to be a scenario thing. It depends on the type of player you're going against. You can be very good against some of your average, competition that you're up against, but let's go ahead and get into it here. So first off, we have strong against, starting off Genji, McCree, Pharah, Soldier 76, Tracer, any of the healers except for Zenyatta, because the reason why Roadhog is so strong against these heroes here is because they're pretty squishy, and if you grab one of them and you just shoot them in the face, they're dead, pretty much. And on top of that, even heroes like Soldier 76 and Tracer, your heal can just keep you alive through their spray. Even if a Tracer were to go full out on you, throw her ult on you, if she throws her ult on you while you're at full health and you drop down to like half health and she shoots you a little bit, you heal back up and then you hook her and you kill her. I mean, honestly, it's very tough for a Tracer or a Soldier 76 or any of these ones in green to actually deal with the Roadhog. Now, obviously there are ways of dealing with Roadhog as these as well, because if you're playing Soldier 76, try not to get close to the Roadhog. Try and stay as far of a distance as you can and put some damage on him, but you're really not going to do that much as a Soldier 76 in that scenario. Pharah just gets countered by him because of the hook grab, just pulls her down and she just loses her flying pretty much, and you can just take her out. Like McCree, Roadhog is essentially a stronger McCree that's a tank, a self-healer, can do what McCree does and can do it at ranged. So I mean, it's just it's really ridiculous. And then Genji himself, he can be a little tricky, but as soon as he loses his deflect, he's dead. The only way he's gonna survive you is if he's you got that really finesse to him and he can bebop around the map and just try to survive you. But even if he has his ultimate and you just pop your heal, you can usually survive his ultimate and kill him before he kills you. So yeah, these are my opinions on what they're strong against and stuff, but this is just my take on these heroes. Let's go ahead and talk about the average heroes here. So you have Bastion, Hanzo, you have Junkrat, Mei, you have Torbjorn, Widowmaker. So Bastion is something that it can be strong against you and it can be weak against you, because if Bastion is really far away from you and you just can't get close enough to him because their team is doing a good job on keeping you back, well, it's going to be a little difficult for you to be able to get over to him. But if you can get in a decent range of him and he's spraying and killing people, all you have to do is land one hook on him and he's dead. You can also use your range attack against him, but obviously his range attack is stronger. That's why I put him in the average category. Now the two snipers, Widowmaker and Hanzo, obviously are going to have an advantage against you because they are very ranged, so you're not going to be able to deal with them that much. If you get close to them, you just kill them. I would say Hanzo is a little stronger than Widowmaker against Roadhog in the close range because he does have that spray, but still Hanzo can't really do that much damage in the close range. Or Widowmaker to actually deal with you, and most of the time you're just going to kill them easily. So that's why I put them in the average category, because if you're close to them, you kill them. If they're really good and they stay far away and they keep getting headshots on you, because it takes a few, then they're going to get you. But you're going to be able to heal up, you're going to duck for cover. It's going to be tough for them to kill you in general. Now Junkrat is one of those ones that can be tough for you to go against if he stays far away once again, and he can you know, just keep shooting those grenades at you, and maybe if you get close to him, he throws his proximity mine to blow you up and knock you back. But at the same time, if you land a hook on Junkrat, he's dead. It's just plain and simple like that. That also kind of goes for Mei as well. Now, Mei is typically good against tanks in the game, but she doesn't really do enough damage to deal with you because, yeah, okay, you run up to her, you shoot her a couple times, if she's not dead before she freezes you, she gets a freeze off on you, and she shoots you in the head maybe once or twice, and you're still at like 100 health, you quickly heal back up, and then boom, you kill her, just like that. So I don't feel like she has enough burst potential to kill you consistently. That's why I put her in the average category, but it is possible for her to deal with you. If you started the fight maybe at half health or something, you're in a, you know, bad position, or maybe you're getting shot by somebody else and she's dealing with you, that's when it's going to be toughest to go against Mei. Now, Torbjorn kind of falls in the same category as Bastion, except you can't really hook the turret itself. You can hook the Torbjorn, but you can use your ranged attack usually to peek around the corner, peek spray, peek spray, peek spray, and you can kill off the turret pretty easily. He can deal with you, same kind of thing like I said with Bastion. Now moving on to the next ones here, we got Diva, Reinhardt, and Winston. Now they're all pretty tanky heroes. If you're close range to them, you're pretty much going to do more damage than they're going to do because they have big hitboxes, you have a big spray that does a lot of damage. Reinhardt can deal with you and do a lot of damage if he can pin you into a wall and get an E off on you and then get a couple hits in before you kill him. He can kill you, he can deal with you, but I'd say in most situations Roadhog is going to be strong against those three that I mentioned. But, you know, like I said, it's a situational thing, and usually if you're fighting a Reinhardt, there's going to be a lot of people surrounding you as well, because you're usually going to be by the payload or by the objective or something, and he's going to deal with you there. Moving on to now let's move to the final one, which is the ones that you're weak against, and that would be Reaper, Zarya, and Zenyatta. Now Reaper he's pretty much the tank killer. If he gets really close to you, and you have to kill him before he kills you, essentially. Even if you were to hook a Reaper and then bring him close to you and hit him really hard, if he was at full health when you hooked him, he's probably going to still be alive, and then he's going to use his disperse thing, and he's going to shoot you a few times and you're going to die. So he can get you down pretty quickly, but the thing is if you know how to go against him and you can time things correctly, if he's not that good of a Reaper, you can still do a good job against him. You get a hook off on him, you bring him down really low. If he disperses right away, then whatever health you're missing, you heal back up to full. Then when he comes out of the disperse, his little shift ability where he disperses away, if you can maybe get another hook on him or you can shoot him, it's a little tough to go against him. He's definitely the one damage dealer that can deal with you damage wise in the close range. Now moving on to Zarya. Zarya is actually really strong against you, and the reason why is because not only is it difficult for you to kill her because she can shield herself, and not only is it difficult for you to kill her teammates because she can shield her teammates, but that shield actually reflects your hook. So it denies your hook. I think she's the strongest hero, hands down, against Roadhog because those hooks are very imperative to your success as Roadhog, and if she's shielding her teammates, you know, before you land those hooks on them, it's just going to bounce off and you're not going to do anything to them, and all you literally are is just a mid-range damage dealer, and that's essentially all you'll be. So if you can deal with her in the long run, then you'll be fine. I think with Zarya, just try to get her when her shield's down. If you can, you gotta try and spray her down. But she's really tanky at that as well. So it's going to be tough for you to deal with Zarya. You just gotta do your best with trying to get in the right situation against her. Now moving on to the very last hero here, and that's going to be Zenyatta. Zenyatta is a healer that can put heals over time on his teammates, but he also has something called the Orb of Discord, which essentially puts a debuff on you that makes you take a lot more damage. So if you're going against a Zenyatta and he puts that Orb of Discord on you, himself could probably kill you if he stays at a decent range against you. Now he is very squishy. If you do land a hook on him, he's dead in one shot. So that's pretty much what you're going to want to try to do, but chances are he's going to be with his team when when you are trying to encounter him, and he's going to throw Orb of Discord on you, a Reaper is going to two-shot you, or someone else, you know. Pretty much when Orb of Discord is on you, all those yellow targets are literally going to kill you easily. All those yellow average against targets are going to kill you very easily, especially the strong against targets. I mean, he's going to just open up a can of whoop ass on you, essentially, when he throws that on you. So be careful when you're going against him. If you're going up against a team that has a Zarya and that's it, I would say you can keep playing Roadhog. If you go up against one that has, you know, maybe 2 of the 3 that are strong against you, then maybe switch to a different hero altogether. But that's pretty much it, guys. Those are my thoughts about Roadhog. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I definitely enjoyed making it. I've been making a lot more videos lately, and welcome all the new people to the channel that have been checking out the Overwatch. Good to have you. If you guys are new here, hit that subscribe button. If you did enjoy the video, hit the like button, and comment down below which hero would you like me to talk about next. And on top of that, I have some other videos in store that are going to be not specific to one hero, but more of generic tips and tricks and guides for you guys in this game. Been having a blast playing this game, guys. Hope you are as well. It is very fun. Can't wait for rank to come out so we can kick some butt. Till next time, guys, my name is Shinobi, and thanks for watching.